Well, well, well. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania is the second film in MCU history to receive a rotten score on Rotten Tomatoes. Now, I'm sure you have some questions. Is it better than Eternals, the only other MCU film with a rotten score? Yeah, I guess so, but that's not saying much. But is Kang fucking dope in it? Yup. And honestly, aside from how whack this movie is, Kang is one of the best MCU villains I've seen in a long time. Jonathan Majors killed it. He's intimidating, powerful, and pure evil. I wasn't really a fan of how they introduced him in the Loki TV series, but then again, the Loki TV series was a steaming pile of dog shit. So I'm just gonna pretend that this movie is Kang's introduction instead. So, Ant-Man the Third. I'm gonna start by talking about the good, then I'll discuss the bad, and I'll finish off with the ugly. And I will be spoiling the shit out of this movie, so if you haven't seen it yet, you've been warned. So the good includes Kang, of course, and actually, no, that's it.
Oh boy.
So Kang has been trapped in the quantum realm for quite some time now, thanks to Hope's mother, who left him there to die. Except he didn't die. He built a fat fucking empire, and now he wants to murder the shit out of everyone. He wants to escape the quantum realm and continue his violent rampage. And it's up to Scott Lang and the gang to stop him. Kang's motives are simple. He wants to conquer and kill. And the way he does this is what separates him from all of the other Marvel villains. You see, Thanos, for example, just destroyed worlds. Kang, on the other hand, destroys timelines. He literally makes time his bitch. And there are so many different versions of this guy that exist. I mean, he's literally Ultron on crack. I'm not saying he's cooler than Thanos, but he does have a lot of potential. I know for a fact that the Avengers are going to have a difficult time beating this guy. He's going to drop a shit ton of bodies. Yes, Kang! Kill them all! End the entire MCU timeline so that we can be done with it already! Just kidding. Look, I want the MCU to be back on its feet just as much as the next guy, but with forgettable sludge CGI fest nonsense films such as this one continuing to get made, I'm not so sure if it'll happen anytime soon. So Kang is awesome, and I'll leave it at that. Now let's discuss the bad, which in my opinion is mainly the plot and like everything else that happens throughout the film. Oh man, this movie's bad. So Ant-Man's daughter, Cassie Lang, is all grown up and ready to change the world. She fucking sucks in this. She was much better as a clueless little girl like in the first two films, which are both way better than this film, but that's a different conversation. And of course, now that she's much older, Marvel turns her into another generic-ass, boring-ass, quote-unquote, strong female character that we've seen countless fucking times. Of course she easily builds an advanced quantum device thingy that's supposed to be a map for the quantum world. Of course she built this all on her own with no help whatsoever. And of course she's a woke activist who constantly goes to jail for protesting and continuously condescends her straight white father. Hold up. An annoying-ass teenage woke activist who is also a genius who can build anything and is just good at anything and everything because movies said so? Sounds kind of familiar. I wonder where else I've seen that before.
Walking around here with that ash on your head.
Silence.
Anyways, this device that she built sucks Scott Lang and his entire family into the quantum realm. And by his entire family, I mean his love interest Hope, aka the Wasp, aka strong female Ant-Man, as well as her parents, played by Michael Douglas and Michelle Pfeiffer. Oh yeah, and Cassie of course, because we can't forget strong female Ant-Man number 2. So they get placed into different parts of the quantum realm, Scott ending up with his daughter, and Hope ending up with her parents. And now, they must find each other and get the fuck out of there! But when they encounter Kang, they realize that he must be stopped before they leave. They must end his conquest and prevent him from escaping the quantum realm. And this is the problem with the plot. These characters are stuck in this green screen CGI mess of a world with ugly ass CGI characters, and that's basically the entire movie. Like, aside from some of the human characters, everyone else just looks like a shitty animated turd. This movie is just a shitty CGI cat and mouse chase taking place in a shitty CGI world. And that's the bad. Now on to the ugly.
What the hell is even that?
So Corey Stoll reprises his role as Darren Cross, aka Yellow Jacket. You know, the villain from the first film that everyone totally remembers. Except this time, he's not Yellow Jacket. He's MODOK, a killing machine that Kang built to assist him in his murderous conquests. And holy fuck, he looks so fucking bad. Why is he even in this movie? And why the fuck does he look like that? This fool looks like a shitty version of Mr. Electric from Shark Boy and Lava Girl. This is probably the worst CGI I have ever seen. Like, it's really fucking bad. And the way they just retconned Darren's death in the first movie just to have him come back and go out like a bitch again is so fucking dumb. Like, they brought him back to have a redemption arc in the dumbest way possible. In the final act, he literally helps Scott Lang and the gang just because Cassie told him to stop being a dick. That's literally what she says to him, and that motivates him to become a good guy. This movie's so stupid. And just before he dies, listen to this, guys. Just before he dies, he tells everyone that he's happy to die an Avenger. Like, what? Weren't you an evil asshole like 10 minutes ago? Keep in mind, y'all, he says this just minutes after he tries to kill Scott's daughter. Like, this is insane, bro. We got one of the coolest new villains in a while with Kang, but his assistant, MODOK, is one of the worst villains I have ever fucking seen. So good job, Marvel. Y'all managed to include a dope villain and a shitty villain side by side working together. I've never seen anything like that before, so that's honestly quite impressive. And yeah, I did say Kang is dope in this movie. However, not only does he lose to Ant-Man in the end, which is pretty fucking lame, he also gets taken down by a bunch of ants. Yes, guys, Kang the Conqueror, the MCU's biggest threat, loses a fight to ants!
Jesus Christ, great.
I don't know what else I could say about this movie. I'll admit, Bill Murray was pretty funny and Paul Rudd and Michael Douglas had a few good lines, and of course Kang had the best dialogue and the best scenes, but that's about it. If you want to tune into this sludgefest disaster, I suggest waiting until it's free on Disney+. It's not worth $20 fucking dollars at the movies. At the end of the day, though, it's not the worst MCU movie I've seen, but it's certainly not the best. Not even close. I'm gonna give Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania a 5 out of 10. As always, thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe for more movie reviews.